TV umpire to director, we have a player review. Can we rock and roll, please?
Hello and welcome to episode number 169 of Bits and Pieces. After waiting for 18 long years, 18 years when everyone was wondering whether this moment would finally come, it finally came on the 3rd of June 2025. After 18 long years, and some would say much longer than that, Rajiv Shukla was finally appointed the head of BCCI. And we are here to celebrate this momentous event.
Yay!
Sala Tamatar Namde. I have Tony Sebastian, Max Da Vinci, and Bisi joining me, Nitin Sundar, to talk about Rajiv Shukla's ascension and other matches that have been played in the game of cricket over the last week. Tony, you've been watching on-field cricketing action very closely, I believe. Can you tell us what transpired in the last few days?
Yeah, so in what can only be called premonition or a signal to the bookies, West Indies got stuck in traffic on the way to their match against England yesterday, which was a clear signal that it was written in the stars that RCB would win the IPL finally. And it has come true, man. I mean, what is there to say that has not already been said? Apparently a lot, but yay! Congrats to RCB.
Well done, RCB. Two of us have showed up in red today. No coincidence.
Are they red now? They added blue to the jersey this year, right? Maybe that was what they needed.
I think they had blue last year also. And they had...
Yeah, the pant is blue. Hey, don't forget, when we used to be a more regular podcast that used to watch cricket and all.
Okay, who amongst us watched the IPL final? I watched the 8-minute highlights package on IPLT20.com, so I can wax eloquent.
I actually did watch the final, and the funny thing was when RCB were batting, Kohli put a Kohli-esque innings, right? I think on the last episode, whenever it was, Nitin, I think you only brought it up, or was it Chops, about how Kohli takes all these matches way too seriously, right? And like the WTC final also against New Zealand, and like he plays this innings where he tries not to get out and then like nothing happens. It was one of those innings from Kohli. So much so that like at the middleway stage, I think Hayden said they were 30 runs short, right? They were all assessing it to be a better pitch than the one in which Shreyas Iyer smashed, right? So yeah, it was an interesting match, man. Again, I think the bowling unit of RCB, as it has been called, Krunal Pandya and Suyash Sharma and all put on the brakes, but crazy. I think at the halfway stage, all bets were on Punjab only.
Yeah.
I've been fighting with a lot of people this past few weeks wherein...
Kohli also, he fights with everyone. Yeah.
I know. Where I've been like defending, saying, I know I'm the one who's...
Kohli also, he's also been defending.
And but yeah, these past 2 seasons, guy has been going absolutely bonkers, in the high 150s and touching 170s and all that. And he did that for all this season, except for the final when he went back to being the guy from 3 years ago, playing at 123 and 125 and so on. So it was back to one of those things. But I think it was enough because, like, Krunal Pandya has won 2 Player of the Match awards in finals.
The Marlon Samuels of IPL.
Yeah, and the first time he won it because he was for his batting. He scored like 45 or 47, and he won it for his batting the first time. And now he won it for his bowling. But again, if you put all the names on that bowling card, his is not the name that's going to spike saying this is your match winner.
Romario Shepherd, obviously.
He was unplayable, and the guy who bowls bouncers.
But Nittu, I don't know if you watched the match or not, but actually Romario Shepherd was the match winner.
I know
because he got Shreyas.
He got Shreyas Iyer's wicket
for one.
I know.
Yeah.
You thought I was cracking a joke or what? Hello. What the hell? I'm a huge fan of Romario Shepherd, except when I get confused between him and Rosario Dawson. But yeah, go on, Max.
Actually, today you look like Shreyas Iyer, man, for some reason. And famously, your brother looks like Krunal Pandya.
Do you walk like Shreyas Iyer or not? That's the litmus test.
So before the final, people were saying this is the battle between One Eat, which is the banyan brand that Virat Kohli endorses, and Ramraj, which is Shreyas Iyer's Langoti lingerie brand.
In Narendra Modi Stadium, which do you think will win? Obviously. Come on. It is written.
Oh, no, but that didn't happen, no. Kahani mein twist ho gayi. Ramraj lost.
Oh,
Oh,
I was like, where is Tony going with this?
where was this going? My God.
again, June 4th, famously last year, when Narendra Modi was dealt a severe blow in his electoral ambitions, losing the outright majority. It's been 1 year since.
Yeah, clearly it made a big difference to all our lives and his life. Podang. Go on, Max. Sorry to interrupt it. Yeah, Romario Shepherd. His name popped out from the scorecard and my eyes were boggled. Go on.
Befuddled.
Oh, you were looking at the score. That explains.
He
it.
saw
They
the
will
scorecard. He watched an 8-minute highlight. I mean, this is like the maximum.
And you made me do the intro, you losers.
You looked at one scorecard and 8 minutes. 1-8 here also. Come
1-8.
on.
1-8.
So,
1-8
8
for the
minus
Red
1 equals?
Thala for Ariza.
The presentation ceremony itself was like 45 minutes, boss. It
Correct,
went
that I
on
saw.
and on. They gave awards for.
That is all.
I saw all of that. From the time they started it, the Navjot Sidhu's non-stop one-act play from Navjot Sidhu.
hey, that was not Navjot Sidhuda. That was Chris
That was
Gayle in a
Chris Gayle.
turban.
But I think the best part of that post-match extravaganza that was happening was Kohli hugging and not hugging, almost climbing on Ravi Shastri, and so that was actually very nice to see, and it was caught on camera, so that was good. Then even when they started, they were giving all sorts of awards, and Sai Sudarshan walked on to stage like 6 or 7 times. I thought he'll even get the trophy.
They're acting like we've never seen this happen before. Let me remind you of the 2009 IPL final.
7
IPL
World
2,
Cup. Sorry.
which was
when Nitin was last watching cricket.
no, this happened. This is the IPL that happened in South Africa, right? Also famously, one of the many times Bangalore made it to the final and did not win the trophy.
And AB de Villiers was still there.
No, but he was playing for Delhi back then. This is 2009. You're going all the way back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when
Okay.
Deccan Chargers won the final.
Were you at Cricinfo that time?
I was not at Cricinfo. I was a reader of Cricinfo.
Back when cricket had readers.
This is like, actually, you cracked a joke about Cricinfo, but it's actually a joke about Bits and Pieces. Because Bits and Pieces famously used to convert its listeners into panelists. And now nothing is there. So Cricinfo really was the precursor to that era. So yeah, before I worked at Cricinfo, when I was reading ball by ball commentary, there was this guy called Jamie Alter who was doing ball by ball commentary for the 2009 final. That is the year when they got Akon and Shah Rukh Khan to come and dance in Joburg. And there was like a huge, these are the days of the IPL parties and the Bollywood parties and also. They had no idea of finishing the presentation any time in a sane hour or something. And I think, this match was happening in South Africa, and I think in India it was really late, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., something when everything ended. So Jamie Alter finally is like, okay guys, this has gone on for about 3 hours. I have a flight to catch. They have not yet handed over the trophy, but this is where the story ends on cricket. Bye. And he's gone. So yeah, and every year we talk about this as if it's never happened before. My favorite part about the presentation was, like you mentioned, Sai Sudarshan. He won many awards. He came like, one of these children in PT uniform. In Madras, you'll see these kids, they wear cap, canvas shoes, everything. And he has an orange cap on, right?
He'll have a water bottle hanging as well.
One water bottle, one Milton bottle hanging, that thing is always wet, by the way. That Milton bottle's strap, it has never been dry in the history of Milton water bottles. But he came wearing the cloth orange cap to collect all his awards, including the award where they gave him the fiberglass keepsake, which is in orange shape. And later he is posed with all his trophies. So he has big, most runs, most fours, orange cap replica. There also he's kept the orange cap itself, the original cloth cap. So that was cute. So clearly, South Indian genes. If you won an award, then you don't take it lightly. Doesn't matter if you win many bigger awards and accolades later in life. You still cherish every one of them. Yeah, we're done to Sai Sudarshan.
But the best one was, I think, Surya Kumar Yadav won some award, which was collected by Jitesh Sharma.
His friend.
Yeah, why would Surya Kumar Yadav be there? Yeah, of course.
No, he wouldn't be there. That's okay.
Why would Sai Sudarshan be there?
He wants awards, isn't it clear? He wants to collect each one of them.
First bencher.
See, so much so that this fellow has been smashing for the last 5 years in IPL. They gave him Emerging Player Award now again because he's so keen to win it. They're like, you keep emerging, macha. Come, here, take it and go. They gave Vaibhav Suryavanshi a car apparently, and he doesn't have a license for 4 more years.
No, like guy scored
With that.
90 in a final a couple of years ago, and then he's like, no,
Yeah.
now we are emerging.
Exactly.
Also, speaking of proxy awards, Brajesh Patel claimed the Fairplay award for CSK on that behalf.
Why?
Somebody put out a wonderful graphic. Chennai Super Kings, most IPL titles, most Champion Leagues T20 titles, some 2-3 other things. Most fair play awards in the history of IPL. No team has won 7 apparently for a reason. I don't know. Somebody's keeping count, guys. Somebody's keeping count.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think.
Is this the moment
this-
where Tony explains how fair play points are calculated?
Correct. Please, Tony, tell us.
Yes.
Tell
Like
us.
First,
how you can get more than 10 points a game? Please explain that.
Please explain.
but this is a good question, man. I didn't even bother to look it up.
Yeah. It is left as an exercise to the listeners who can become future panelists on this podcast.
Take homework like Sai Sudarshan and come back next episode and report.
And maybe you can collect the Fair Play award in proxy next year as well.
See, the difference between RCB and Punjab this year is that RCB famously had 9 different players who won the Man of the Match award, which is
Yeah.
outstanding, right? Literally every second match, there's a new player who's winning the Man of the Match award, right? And in the final also, nobody would have expected Krunal Pandya to show up with the ball. Of course, he's had a good tournament. I think he's been one of the top wicket takers, very high economy rate, strike rate, average, everything. So,
He's flown under the radar.
yeah, much like his balls, just flew under the radar. Doesn't spin, just keeps putting it on the right length and all. But as opposed to Punjab, who have relied so strongly on, especially on Shreyas Iyer. I think Shreyas Iyer's batting has been like remarkable in this tournament, right? And I think the moment he got out to the great bowler Romario Shepherd, I think Punjab sort of fumbled their lines after that because they never really were in that chase, right? Especially after Shreyas Iyer got out, it just looked like there was just one too many runs and they were just falling behind with every passing over. Guys, there's only so much analysis I can do from scorecard. Please tell me.
You're right, because just like GT, right? Punjab also has been like very 1-2-3 kind of a team. It's the openers and then Shreyas who's been taking them amongst us. And then Josh English, towards later half of the season has been scoring for them. But otherwise, the middle order is almost non-existent. And every now and then, the Shashank who shouldn't have been shows up and, will score some runs. Even yesterday, like he was so mad at himself for missing that second ball. But for all the Hazelwood bhajanai that happens, guy got carted for almost 25 runs in that over. So, yeah.
The last over of the match.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was only trying to not bowl no balls. I don't think he cared what he was bowling after that.
He was one shot.
It was very clear that he was just trying to put it on a length and
Not
but
overstep.
how does it matter? 42 in 6
No,
balls, it
before.
will be one shot.
Not
away.
that. Before. Not at one last over. I think before, even though when you said they were not
Before
in the
that
game,
also he got cutted. I have to see the scorecard more closely. I think.
scorecard mafia is there, right?
Tell what happened before.
No, even before, as they were losing wickets, they were still not like completely away because they were still scoring. Like even when
Hey, Noda, what is saying?
when Vadera got out also, Stoinis walks out, first ball he carts it, and then next ball again he
Second
gets
ball
out. So that's where their whole thing was. Because I think Vadera is probably the most puzzling in that because he was like less than run a ball or something in a chase where they're going to score almost 200. He was less than run a ball. That's probably what hurt them the most.
You're giving worse scorecard analysis than me, Daddy.
Hey, Hazelwood gave 17 runs in the 16th over. Bhuvi gave 8 runs and 2 wickets. Yash Dayal bowled the 18th over for 5 runs. Okay, that is the one with the wicket.
Can I give
Bhuvi
the
Gavaskar.
most important stat of this IPL? Is that the last IPL episode that we put out was on 5th May and we are recording on 4th June. So more than a month has passed, guys.
Bye-bye.
IPL itself stopped, Rayu. It's not bits and pieces fault that we didn't talk about IPL. What is with you?
No, I'm just saying that we missed everything, including the final leg of qualifications and Shreyas Iyer masterclass.
Correct. We are putting that behind the paywall for our loyal listeners. We will record. We'll talk about the qualifiers next week, guys.
The Patreon link is in the show notes.
Okay.
No, actually, Shreyas Iyer only won the IPL for RCB. That innings against Mumbai in the playoffs. And that 20-run over, it wasn't Shreyas, right?
That was English. Josh English.
Josh
Oh my
English.
God. And then Shreyas Iyer guiding those Yorkers to third man. My goodness, Yapa.
Exactly.
I think that was the innings of the tournament.
Yeah, because when Bumrah comes in on the 16th, you know the same thing is going to happen. What happened to Washi in the Washi in the
Sundar,
previous game?
yeah.
You're expecting the same to happen, then he just guides it out. He did the same thing to Bolt as well. So
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
it was a chanceless innings. And I was telling my dad the same thing. Like he probably used up all his currency for the final. He's like, no, you see what's going to happen. You see what's going to happen. And then now after that, yeah, I haven't had contact with the old man.
But all said and done, it's probably the least watched IPL finals amongst bits and pieces eminent panelists, but also the one that was most nicely set up, right? Whoever won, you had a great story at the end of it. It was either Shreyas Iyer winning immediately after Kolkata kicked him out because he must have said he doesn't like aloo in biryani or something. Nitin, so this is possible. But that would have been a great story on its own, right? And Kohli winning is another great story because all the cameras every time were focusing on Kohli, man. And the best was the post-match press conference where everyone was trying to, I think Sidhu especially was trying to give him like accolades that he was repeatedly trying to shrug away. So yeah, I mean, whoever won, it was set up very, very nicely for the first time, like a great narrative, which doesn't include like Tala or Mumbai Indians or one of those things.
Yeah,
No,
true.
100%.
It was refreshing, completely refreshing thing. I think Kohli cares so much about the IPL because he's not won it only. The way they spin it around is that the fact that Kohli thinks is so emotional about this win proves how big the IPL is. I think no, it proves how big RCB's jinx has been. 18 years. That's all it proves. Because there have been times when, Rohit Sharma and all, they keep winning the IPL, like, beyond a point, like, yeah, okay, one more trophy. Chalo, take it and go. Kohli, on the other hand, even Karan Sharma, right, who won several trophies, and Krunal Pandya, and all these random players.
And on the other end of the spectrum, you have Yuzvendra Chahal, who was lost, I think,
Three finals.
three
Three
IPL finals with
Three IPL
multiple
finals.
different teams.
Three different teams.
They have to drop him for the final next time, whichever team has him. Absolutely.
No,
yeah,
but
so
it would have been nice. Yeah, that's it. It would have been either, Preeti Zinta being with the franchise for so long and being at every game, she was like the thing. And so we're like, okay, if Punjab wins, it'll be good.
Do you
See
guys
her.
know Preeti Zinta has a customized cushion of each player in the team? So when somebody hits a six, she picks out a cushion from underneath and shows it like this. It has Shreyas jersey number written on it, Vadera jersey number written on it. It is pretty amazing.
This is better than what Nes Wadia does because I'm sure you guys saw that video because Vamu sent it to everyone.
what did he do?
Which was that Shreyas won the match, no? So they cut a cake and Nes Wadia kissed Shreyas on the cheek. And so Shreyas reaches out for a tissue and you think like he's going to take a piece of cake or something and he just wipes off.
Shreyas Iyer at post-match events.
Is a vibe.
Man. Nito, you have to explain that for our...
Oh, yeah. For our listeners who have managed to successfully forget what happened on
Napa, Kohli.
2023 November. Papa Kohli.
Kohli.
People believe that Shreyas Iyer lost his contract because of, the way he reacted during that interaction. But it's a pity Preeti Zinta and Punjab Kings never bid for Philo Wallace because then she could have taken out a Pillow Wallace.
Come on.
And then we wonder why we have.
They're also like voodoo dolls, pin cushions. If you have someone's name and you put like pins in it, you can jinx them.
That is what Neeta Ambani has inside her handbag.
It didn't work, no. That totally didn't
That's
work.
because UPI didn't go around. Oh my God.
IPL has been going on for so long that when it started, Preeti Zinta was still, okay, not young heroine, but still heroine material. She went from there to, completely out of it. Now we are in the post-Botox Preeti Zinta era. It's been 18 years. She's again looking the way she used to look.
Now she's like, Sinta hu yaar kafi hai.
Sinta illada adu, Zinda.
Oh!
Zinda ho yaar काफी है can also
मेरे
be
को ठीक है आज के लिए ठीक है
जिंदा हो यार काफी है in English जिंदा हो यार good enough for me मेरे को
Oh! You have to explain that also because again
good enough, what is his full name? Explain नहीं करना मेरे को ठीक है. Sorry.
1 second. You fucker, you also thought he was someone else till Vamu explained that his name is good enough. People thought
No,
it
I
was a
knew his name
cricketer.
was
Did
good
they think
enough.
it was Brett Lee?
Bradley.
Something, man. Yeah, come on.
They thought Preeti Zinta married Brett Lee. This
Oh.
podcast is Jump the Shark.
Hey,
Officially.
why is your memory like this? I don't understand. Again, poor
I
Vamu
didn't
had
think-
to do that.
Gene,
Not
good
me.
enough.
I didn't think it.
His memory is not good enough.
I married him because his genes are good enough for me and for my progeny. That is what. मेरे को ठीक है. That's what Zinta. जिंता हूँ. जिंता हूँ. ठीक है.
1 second. Let me
Tony,
find
once you're done with your research, you can continue.
Hey, 1 second, guys. Gene good enough. My joke from that was you should meet his evil twin, Aryan Eugenics. But anyway, let me just.
Aryan eugenics.
So he said useless people, that is good enough. This was Vamu's clarification. And then Bisi is like, is that what she said or is it just your opinion? Nobody knew who good enough was, man. Fuckers like.
I know good enough, Dad.
Hey, you shut up. So this is what exactly happened. Oh, Bisi, by the way, fucker, you're the one who posted this on the group saying, Bretley ka scene kab bana? Tagging special correspondent Varun Murli to shed light. Okay.
I don't remember. How will I remember what I have posted?
And then Kart is like, what the fuck, damn it, could have discussed on pod. And then PGK came and said, LOL, apparently that's not NOT in capitals, not Bretley. It's her husband, another Gora. And then Vamu comes and says, yeah, good enough. And everyone thinks he's just saying, the clarification that he's not Bretley is good enough.
Ayyo.
Okay.
What should Punjab Kings do now to win the IPL? You tell that first.
Play with good enough. They have to be
They
good
did
enough.
double jinx. Getting Shreyas Iyer was the right move because Shreyas Iyer is the winning captain. But then playing Yuzvendra Chahal in the final meant it got neutralized. So
Yeah.
Delhi and Punjab next year final, hopefully. By the way, Shreyas Iyer
So,
was also captain Delhi to
I mean,
a final
the-
unsuccessfully.
So Shreyas
Correct.
captained Delhi to a final, and they lost. They kicked him out. He captained KKR to a final, and then they kicked him out. Now he has captained Punjab to a final. Don't know what's going to happen.
CSK. Yeah. He'll come to CSK, they'll make him captain. He'll play 4 games. After that, he'll break his elbow. And then Dhoni will become captain. Story's over at the ripe old age of 45. So, see, the first playoff, the one that you spoke about, was a boring game, right? Where Punjab absolutely thrashed Bangalore.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bangalore
The other
absolutely
way.
thrashed
Bangalore.
Punjab. Yeah, Bangalore absolutely thrashed Punjab. And then we had 2 excellent games before the final. First was that Mumbai masterclass against the one that which was that team where Washi Sundar played,
GT.
whatever that game was.
GT, yep. That's
That incredible
Trying to
Bumrah ticket to, that won that game for them. And then Punjab defeating Mumbai. The final also was a slow boiling thriller of sorts, right? That's the
Do you remember when the GT and Mumbai game started? At what time?
very, very late. I wanted to watch that game actually. I was willing to watch it. I thought, okay, now they're starting, it'll be a 10-over game. They're like 20 overs.
No.
Hello.
20 overs only. 2-hour delayed, no time lost. Why? Because we can change rules whenever we want. No stress. We can change venues also. Poor Gaurav Dasgupta is waiting with his lifetime membership of CAB for finals. And they're like, no, not happening this year. We're going to Ahmedabad.
Oh, yeah.
Why did they move the final to Ahmedabad from?
Because they got scientific input saying there is 3% chance of rain in that week for the revised dates. Yeah.
I know they ran some AI models to avoid rain, and then after 2-hour rain delay, they had the rain.
Wait, so Pant scored 100 in his final match and all, no? All of this happened.
That was the
So many
LSG
things
game,
have happened since.
and then Jitesh
they lost that
Sharma
game.
showed up. Yeah, Jitesh Sharma showed up after that, no?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, correct.
So Jitesh Sharma was the captain in that game. Jitesh Sharma was captain in that game. Pant scored a century, and then he did a flip on the ground and all, as if guy
I
just
remember that.
won the WTC or something. And then Jitesh Sharma shows up and saying, "Boss, I'll show you. There's another wicketkeeper captain in this game." And then he just blasts him away out of the
Oh, we are discussing those games also.
We lost that match.
Nitin, scorecard open.
Sorry, I can't even find those scorecards at all of these old archival games. Guys, we have spoken for so long and we have not yet spoken about Bangalore's fans and the celebrations. I know Unfortunately, things
Why?
have taken a bad turn today
Yeah.
with the stampede and people dying outside the stadium. But before that, there were scenes and sights that were shared on social media from yesterday in the city of Bangalore. I think I shared one video of one guy on a bike, two people on a bike. So the police have kept these barricades which can be rolled, right? They have small wheels at the bottom. The fellow at the back of the bike has caught hold of the barricade and then they've just taken it and gone. They've taken the barricade for a spin. There was another guy who was celebrating in some very obscene manner. He was pointing his phone at his unmentionables when a cop shows up from
Lathi charge.
the side and smashes him with a lathi. But the best video of the lot is this other one where a cop is trying to kind of bring some decorum and discipline. He's coming, not
They
coming
picked
to
him up.
lathi charge also, but he's coming to try and create. It's like he's trying to solve a ruckus, right? People are like looking unruly and all. The people just lift the cop and start dancing along with him, and he's also very sheepishly standing around. But yeah,
My favorite is the Ajji in Bangalore, man. Like so many years we haven't won. This year cup has come.
JCB.
JCB.
no, but you should understand in Bangalore that is a very, very fair thing to say because all
I
that you
agree.
see in the
I
roads
agree.
is JCB. So.
But best of all is PGK, who is still stuck in the room, man, and can't.
People, none of us were in Bangalore, but the inputs that I was getting was some people felt that this was worse than Diwali. Diwali generally, by the way, in Bangalore recently has not been a very, very loud festival or something. There aren't too many firecrackers that go off. Generally, I think we are seeing this across all the big Indian cities that Diwali is not celebrated with as much fervor as it used to be. But yesterday in Bangalore was like a 90s Diwali kind of thing apparently, and people had to shut their windows, turn on their air purifiers because things were going a little apeshit in the city. This city has really waited for the IPL, man. 18 years, and they just celebrated like, I mean, who can grudge them their celebration? But yeah, it would have been good if we didn't have untoward incidents today.
Lot of people say, okay, not many people watch the IPL, or it's only just a few people who show up at the ground and all of that. But when the entire
Hey, who's saying this?
major parts of
Yeah,
the,
all grounds
know.
are full.
if you
In
live
fact,
in
even the
Melbourne,
usual
if you
useless
live in
grounds-
Melbourne, that's what apparently is printed in papers and all that. No, but if you
go on.
but if you see that people are on the rooftops and going into the streets. Going onto the streets and all that. It's crazy to see how much it means to people and so on. And it's not just, few, like I said, there was this lady who was just screaming JCB, JCB. It's like, everyone's just genuinely happy. Or it's almost like, even if they don't follow it, it's like, I'm just happy in someone else's happiness and I'm also kind of celebrating with them. So it was nice to see a lot of the reactions. And even on X, right, I was seeing tweets from people who very rarely tweet about cricket. And they're like, yeah, so nice happy for Rohit, happy for Virat and all this. You were happy for Virat.
Right.
You were happy for Virat. I've never seen you tweet anything about cricket, but then suddenly so happy for Virat. And then they're retweeting all these other
It has bridged
reaction videos.
the political divide also. Tejasvi Surya and Shashi Tharoor were checking score together in the flight when they landed in the US.
But Max, important clarification. He didn't say happy for Rohit, happy for Virat. Nitin and I discussed this yesterday. He said happy for Kohli, happy for Sharma. It is different Sharma.
Yeah, that's the Kohli Sharma final is what everyone wanted, and they got a Kohli Sharma finally. So, yeah.
I think this is like the culmination of all the needling that RCB fans have been at the receiving end of for all these years, and that is why the spontaneous outpouring onto the streets, and this is across cities, mind you. Apparently, not just in Bangalore. This is in Pune, and for some reason it happened. Yeah. There was like town square in Pune and all where RCB fans.
Pune is want to be Bangalore, no? That's why. Why does everyone want to be Bangalore is a different question.
What Pune, Macha? In Bay Area at 6 o'clock in the evening, people are wearing RCB jerseys and roaming around and all that nonsense they are doing. So it's everywhere.
Wherever you go, there will be RCB. So, yeah. Rishi Sunak was celebrating. That was this other amazing
What
photo.
a guy. Oh, there was this amazing clip where he's celebrating Bhuvaneshwar Kumar hitting Arshdeep Singh straight into long on for a catch. And he first celebrates.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, and then he's like, oh.
Like that. No, but the best picture was this, right? So there's this old picture of Ashish Nehra giving Virat Kohli a trophy when he was young, medal or something. So like whenever something important happens in Kohli's life, Ashish Nehra is next to him. Rishi Sunak.
Nice.
My God. But guys, I have an important question. What was Jay Shah doing at IPL presentation ceremony? Someone
Exactly.
have to explain
Tomato has
this.
taken over, no? Ascension of the new king.
Anyway, Jay Shah was not involved with BCCI. He's ICC ka whatever.
Yeah. Why was Desha there? Because it is his ground. It is his country, man. You
His
come.
uncle's ground. That only.
Streets are mine. Stadiums are mine.
Yeah. I think he just came to steal the limelight from Rajiv Shukla. I don't approve this. Does he know who he is messing with?
Hey, by the way, yesterday there were two champaks.
Yes.
We've been lied to.
One of them was cartographer, the other one was PDK.
No, but even Rajiv Shukla, apparently he's only the interim chief, right? He's the interim chief, is what they kind of said. So it's only
Interim.
he's only warming this. Yeah, he's only warming the seat for Jay Shah to take it back.
Eh?
Huh?
Why would you go to ICC and come back as
Lot
BCCI
of time
chief?
to warm that. He can nicely sit and fart. Long stint of.
Jay Shah was secretary, not president.
Oh yeah, right.
Fact based.
Wait, then what is Roger Binney?
He's dead.
president.
Stuart Binney's daddy. He is that Krishna Samida.
Speaking of Stuart Binney, Stuart Binney was in the team when they lost the final in 06.
Oh,
Yeah,
six.
IPL itself didn't start in 06, but Stuart Binney.
No, sorry, 2016.
1-6.
Hey, but Mayanti Langer is still there.
What should we do with this fact, Max? You only tell us. There were 10 other people in that team.
You mentioned Stuart Binney. It kind of hit me.
Guys, what is this episode?
What should we do with this fact?
Unsalvageable rubbish.
Oh, me telling Stuart Binney facts is unsalvageable rubbish. Yeah? You removing WhatsApp chats of good enough, and all
This
that.
full episode.
No. You
This
only
is
were the
full
last
episode.
straw on the camel's back. Please don't take all the blame. And
Don't take all the blame on yourself, dude. It's all good.
Only 25% for you. Don't worry. We have all contributed handsomely. We are the RCB of the Bits and Pieces podcast. We have 4 MVPs. Everyone contributed equally. That is why we are winning.
No, but since you said RC, one thing that I wanted to say was
Yeah,
Roger
please.
Binney played 1983 final, guys. That's what he wanted to say.
no, because they used to lose so much and all that. They kind of started making fun of themselves, and that was you've not seen that from any other. Right? They would make a lot of fun of themselves itself. With Virat himself in sometimes in interviews saying it.
This is just
AB
they
saying
hired
it.
Danish said, that is all.
No, but again,
That was part
as
of
players
no,
also,
you
right?
got to give them credit. They did
It's been they have embraced that themselves, right? Whether it's coping or whether it's deflection, they still embrace that themselves, and that is commendable. And
I think as far as social media game goes, they have always been number one. Like they have been way ahead of the other teams.
I think it was 2 seasons ago when Virat was scoring a lot of ducks, and then they made fun of that as well, and he embraced that to the point. I think the highest point is when they said we are not a cricket team, we are a content team. Other teams are playing cricket, we are here just to make content, and that them coming and winning this it's a nice story to kind of round it up. I hope they don't have to wait 18 years again, but it was good.
Yeah. So in 2018, they had this guy, Corey Anderson, who they brought on as a slog death bowler because Nathan Coulter-Nile was injured
Coulter-Nile.
and they didn't replace him. So apparently this guy, Freddie Wild.
Name
right?
dropping
F. Wild.
means Nitin Sundar style, dude. Corey Anderson.
Freddie Wild எல்லாம் ஒரு name ஆடா. What the fuck? I said Freddie Wild is like name dropping. Freddie Wild is this analyst, right? He's this analyst, right? So he had written a book on T20 in which he had a chapter saying, why does RCB lose?
No, it was why does CSK win? First part of the sentence you forgot. Huh? Why does CSK win? Why does RCB lose?
See, CSK winning a Fairplay trophy has been going on forever. Like, no point having to restate that. We don't have to. But yeah, so, and there he talks about Corey Anderson. He talks about, how that year apparently they picked him up as a replacement. I'm just reading describing what I read on Twitter today. And that the first page of that chapter, he talks about how Daniel Vittori as the RCB coach explains why they picked Anderson instead of picking like a proper death over specialist, saying, "Oh, he plays bold." Like he was parroting some corporate speak and all. Apparently, after that, Freddie White was hired by RCB to be part of their analyst team, and he's currently with that team. And so you can literally say that fellow went and made, forget all your Kohlis and Krunal Pandya and whoever you want to credit for this win. They have actually changed the way they play their cricket, right? Like visibly, this was a great bowling attack what they had this year. You couldn't really point fingers.
It's the first time they've had a bowling attack. No, it's the first time they've had a bowling attack, right? I always used to have one or two bowlers. That's all.
At the start of the tournament, I remember some of us, and I think even I did, I don't remember, made fun of even this bowling attack. Said, hey, what kind of a spinner is Krunal Pandya? If you want a spinner, you need a proper spinner who turns the ball.
What sort of a spinner is Suyansh Sharma?
That also we said. We insulted both of them. But both of them, along with the rest of the attack, we said Bhuvi is like, old goods. It's
well past his prime.
And all these fellows have come in and, and Josh Hazelwood, of course. But credit where it's due. I think is this the most all-round team performance to win the IPL in the history of IPL? If anyone remembers the previous.
Not in the history of the IPL, in this season of the IPL, yes. Because the thing that you mentioned.
2004 CSK won.
Not CSK. I am not saying CSK, the idiot.
2004.
So GT's inaugural year, that's how they were. Every game they had a different player of the match. And every game, that's how they were showing. And in fact, GT was the most ragtag team. Even now, if you look at the playing 11, you're like, how can this playing 11 win a tournament, right? And they had Tewatia and all these other guys in there. Miller was a spent force, but still, every other game they would win. Miller was player of the match one game. Tewatia was one game. That's exactly. And even right now, if you look at RCB, I think Krunal has got player of the match thrice, Rajat twice, and everyone else has got only once. So they've had different player of the match winners for most of their games. Compared to the other teams where you've had Sai, Sudarshan, Gill, Butler just scoring everything, or Priyan Sharia and Shreyas scoring everything. In case of CSK, no one scoring anything.
Dhoni, Jadeja scoring everything for the other teams.
Correct. So, but RCB has been a much fully proper oiled machine, and credit to them with you.
Tony,
but Max,
tell us what is Rajasthan Royals going to do differently next year?
Trade Chetan for R. Ashwin.
I want to put in a word on the staff that is there at RCB. Andy Flower obviously adds another this thing to his glittering resume.
Another flower to his cap.
Thank you. Very nice. But more interestingly is this guy Mo Bobat, who's the director of cricket. Mo Bobat, who's the director of cricket at Royal Challengers Bangalore. I don't know.
I have a question. Means. If they have a director of cricket, what else is getting directed in an IPL team? I really want to know. In a cricket team, what else is there to direct except for the cricket?
Content, they told you already. Content.
Padma Shri,
not a cricket team.
Go on. So what is Bobat's track record? What else has he done?
His actual full name is More Bowling Batting. That is short. Mo Bobat. So fielding is missing.
I think his previous stint is with the ECB as a performance director. He's gone through the ranks, but his last major role was as a performance director along with Andy Flower when he was batting coach for the England team. And that
from ECB to JCB, Mo Bobat.
Hey, I like how you're saying like performance director as if it's some real position or something.
If Vamu and Hank are real selectors.
Yeah.
Tony, you're questioning performance director in a team that calls itself baseball. Okay, please. So in fact, it is the best transition from baseball. From baseball to playing bold. It is a perfect transition for him. That is why he's the exact candidate.
Final match, perform well. What is happened? Perform.
What has happened? Perform.
Mo Bobat, perform. Don't make fun of performance director. I find director of cricket more random than performance director. Both are very random. Okay, who else should we credit? Rishi Sunak. Who else? No, Mr. Nags.
DK, man.
DK. What is DK's role?
He's batting
coach. DK is the batting coach.
Well done to all of them.
Yeah. No, but Max, I want to throw it to you. The real reason why you still continue to watch this IPL till the end was the hope against hope that Mumbai Indians won't win another title. Take us through your emotional journey.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
my
Mumbai
IPL
finally
was done.
passed.
My IPL was done on Sunday. I was the happiest person. In fact, I was asking. I wanted to record the episode on Sunday. I was pinging Bisi and Murli, like all the other days. Guys, it's 2 a.m. in back home, so all of you are asleep. I'm like, all these guys are asleep. Come on, we'll do an Videshi Prachar Sabha thing. Me, Murli, and Bisi will may record an episode because Mumbai is out of the tournament. This is like how Murli and I celebrated when Australia was out of the Champions Trophy. Mumbai going out of the IPL is that gives me that same level of happiness.
Happiness.
Channel your thoughts. Come on, give it.
So
How
yeah,
did you
we have
feel
been.
when Bumrah
Oh,
got taken for 20 runs?
not Bumrah. I was more forget Bumrah. We all love Bumrah, but I was more happy when I saw the Neeta auntie expressions. No, Neeta
Go.
auntie expressions when they lost, and her absolute face of bewilderment when she's staring at her son like, "What? You cannot do this thing also properly." So that was lovely, man. It was so nice to watch. And see, here's the thing. And again, I know this will sound very stupid, but I will still say it. So CSK is last. It's nothing to say. No shame in admitting. We've been absolutely terrible. We haven't showed up also.
You
Fair
should be
play over.
ashamed. But yeah, go
Huh.
on.
No play only, so nothing to play fair only for us. So that is it. But in a year when we are 10th, if MI take the trophy, that will be insurmountable for us to kind of take. So okay, they are also out, we are also out, sub kush. But if they have to win, at least they have to beat us in the final or semi-final and then win. Then at least we'll be kind of little happy. That level of cheapness we have. So when MI was just winning 9 games on the trot, it was like, dude, what is this happening? And come on the other side, we are losing 9 games there. So every shot that Shreyas was hitting, I was enjoying like anything, man. And it was like my most favorite thing was happening that day. I was like losing it completely. That was the best thing. For me, that was the best game of the entire tournament.
Shreyas Iyer is now resident Chennai for life. He can show up yellow card for life for him.
Chennai, I don't know. He can show up to my house.
Yeah, Ramraj factory also is nearer, no, to Chennai.
Yellow banyan he can get.
Tony, what do you think about the rumors of Chetan for R. Ashwin trade swap?
Hey, this
Who
has
the fuck
happened
is
before
Chetan?
also, no?
Chetan
Which
Sakaria.
Chetan, huh?
Sanju Samson.
Sanju,
Who's
Chetan.
Oh,
Chetan,
Sanju.
not
Chetan Kapra. You. Chetan Sakaria.
You remove some earwax from ears. Chetan only, I said, he also understood.
What?
Yeah, so
Ashwin for
there are
Sanju
rumors.
Samson, like,
There are rumors that he's been very badly treated at RR and with the whole Parag situation and that corridor, right? He's very unhappy. So there's rumors that
Is that
and
the
even
bad treatment, or was he the designated wheelchair driver of Rahul Dravid for this season?
even Vamu has given some credence to this fabrication of news. So
oh, then it must be true.
I can only imagine what will happen to Tony when his worlds collide.
Yeah,
If
Tony.
ever Sanju Samson
It
shows
was
up
good
in
knowing
yellow.
you. Poor Tony. We'll all come
I mean,
to the funeral.
the first inevitable has happened. Bangalore has won, and PGK is looking for a new house. And then the second thing will ever happen where Sanju shows up next year in yellow. So that's a
But can
possibility.
Yeah,
trading
man, I
happen
mean-
in the middle like this? I thought this
No,
is
season
there's
go-
no auction.
No, this we only follow rules and very.
We only follow rules.
What kind of weird questions you ask? Tell Tony.
What is there to say, man? I don't know. I mean, 2027 South Africa. Sanju Samson.
After that, Tony is retiring from cricket.
Wait, isn't
One
it?
last dance.
No, but more interestingly, is this the last time we've seen Rohit Sharma, or is he still coming back in some format?
He will become the
What do you
Dinesh
know?
Karthik of Mumbai Indians. What is there to worry here?
Wait, what will Sachin do then?
What some format? He's still playing Monday cricket,
Yeah,
no?
what do I know? What?
2027 South Africa. Hello.
Oh, he's still ODI captain. No, sorry.
Then what? Dude, he just won the ICC trophy. Hello.
They're going to put extra ODI games so that he can get more chances to
Yeah,
play.
correct. We are
There's going to
touring
be-
Bangladesh and all, man. You wait.
They wanted to, but he said, "Sir, हमसे नहीं होगा. 3 match दे दो साल भर बस."
And first time,
doesn't want
we are going to have 3 captains across 3 formats now. It's a
First time,
momentous. No, 3 captains has never happened.
It's always been
Three
one
captains.
captain for the
Mumbai
white
Indians.
ball.
Yeah.
And they're all Mumbai Indians. But none of them is a Mumbai Indian captain. I'll never tire of that joke. Yeah.
Shubman Gill is the test captain, right? Idiot. Not Bumrah.
Okay. All right.
Machan, this is
Okay,
the shortest we've recorded and shortest we'll get out of the.
No.
It's a midweek episode, guys.
Yeah. What else is there to talk about?
This is a piss week episode.
I think we'll come back later and talk about other things.
Yeah, like England versus West
WTC
Indies.
final. England
West
defeated Zimbabwe.
Dude,
West
India
Indies,
getting royally thelped.
India Lions, England Lions, great match. 1,200 runs were scored, dude. 1,200 runs in 4 days.
No, so that game, right, got a lot of press for the Indian batting. It did. It got a lot of press and people like Karun Nair is doing this and all that. Uske baad, no one has mentioned that those guys came and smashed us and scored 20 runs more than us. Nobody wants to talk about everything after that. They absolutely smashed everyone. Harshit Rana, Shardul Tagore, everybody royally got smashed. They scored about 20 more runs. And then after that, again, Jaiswal and Dhruv Jurel again scored 50s and everything is nice in the world again. So
Jurel.
There is one more game for which KL is turning up, by the way, next week. Watch out for that one. WTC finals, man. Please support Temba Babuma. There is only so much he can do by himself. We need to rally behind him.
You have to support Macha by buying the 50-day ticket. You have to buy the 50-day ticket and then show your support for
and the 6-day ticket. There's a 6th day potentially. Come on, Bisi. Put your mouth where your heart is. Show it. Come on.
Okay, fine. Thanks.
What does it actually? Put your money where your mouth is. What am I even saying?
Wait, but WTC is Rabada going to play? Because today there was something about him.
He's cleared his so-called.
Because now they said it's cocaine.
Yeah.
Now he's having Pepsi. So what? If it is cocaine, they'll have to ban him for more matches. It makes no sense, man. They all banned him.
No one banned him. Remember, he self-banned. He self-banned.
Not a ban.
I am not allowed.
Preemptive. I am not allowed. Literally. Sir, can I go to toilet for giving sample? I am not allowed. Only one person on the panel.
Hey, who is playing a WTC final, by the way?
Australia, South Africa.
What? You are asking. This is why cricket is dying. Keeper of the table only has forgotten. Okay. All right. That is the end of the IPL and this episode. At long last, one of these two things lasted very, very long and had a massive break in between. The other thing, thankfully, has not lasted too long. We'll hopefully be back with a better episode next week or whenever we are back on the pod next. Until then, take care. Stay safe.
Like Shreyas Iyer said, the job is only half done. Next episode, we have to come back and win trophy. That only.
But well begun is half done.
This episode is ineffable.
Half begun is well done. No, well begun is half done.
Half done is good enough. Half done is good enough.
Kamran Akmal sticker in real life, dude.
Don't raise your argument. Improve your voice.
Empty noises make more vessels.
Yeah. Sometimes the answer is the best silence. All right, guys. Thank you very much. See you again. Please like, share, subscribe to Leftover Lasagna. And maybe to Bits and Pieces also. Okay, bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.